Good afternoon, everybody. It's Oz. I'm going to be doing a very short video again, and this time we're going to be talking about paedophiles. I don't know what it is, but I think I do have a good idea of what it is, and I'm going to postulate this to you all. Do you have to be a paedophile to get into power? Is there some kind of sick, perverted circle of people that run this political sphere, and almost all of them are somehow or another compromised as paedophiles? Is that how they get in power? Is that how they're controlled? It's a serious question now. Absolutely serious question. The number of people that you hear about that have been in political life that has somehow or another been compromised with pedophilia or with being gay and not wanting to come out as gay or bisexual. Am I living in some dreamscape where pedophiles are the only people allowed in power? I have sat yesterday through Nick Fuentes's live broadcast at 5 o'clock in the morning in London time, and I stayed up because he does have some interesting points to make. I don't give a shit about his racist stuff, but when it comes to America first, I get what he's talking about. I understand the America first mentality that people have got. I've got the same mentality when it comes to Britain. I'm not interested in wars abroad. I'm not interested in funding other people's stuff. I'm not interested in the British Army going anywhere to attack anyone or to do anything abroad. The British Army should be to protect the homeland of Britain. It doesn't need to go to Iraq, Afghanistan, and any other sphere of influence where our soldiers are put in harm's way. They then have to defend themselves. They then end up committing atrocities because that's what happens in wars. And then they start getting charged for it. They should never have been sent there. But our governments do send them to these places. I'm detracting from what I want to talk about, which is pedophilia. Donald Trump has now, in emails, not me saying it, in emails, compromise. Jeffrey Epstein's talking about it. There's one email where he's talking about, does Putin have a picture or a video of Donald Trump? And this is disgusting, but I'm saying it because it's in an email that I've seen on Twitter, that he was sucking Bill Clinton off. What the fuck is going on? How is it possible? I mean, if it's true, it's unbelievable, but it's the kind of compromat that people have on them that makes them obedient servants. So is he the paedophile in charge? Is he the paedophile in command? Is America being run by a bunch of paedophiles? My prime minister has got 3 Ukrainian rent boys who have burnt his car, his house, and I don't know what else in the last 2 or 3 months, but there's a D notice. And a D notice in Britain means that you're not allowed to see this news. We are going to keep it out of the courts. No one can't keep it out of the courts. They tell the newspapers you're not allowed to talk about this because it might compromise national interests or national security. I think the Prime Minister, if he's got problems with 3 rent boys from Ukraine, it should be in the news. It should be investigated. It shouldn't be buried. But it is buried. I'm going to be putting an article from a webpage underneath this video when I post it. It's a litany of disgusting things that people in power have done in British politics. The list is as long as you like. I am not 100% sure on everything, but the things that they allege are disgusting. I'm not going to say the names because it's not for me to say. It's for people to look at the website, read it, and then make their own investigations into it, look into it, and see what they find. But it seems British politics has had this paedophilia running through it. Peter Mandelson, the right-hand man of Tony Blair, had Jeffrey Epstein as one of his best mates. The way he adored him in the emails, the way he's written to him in the emails, like he loves him in this, that, and the other. How is it possible that these people are allowed to get away with it? How is it our press has done nothing about it? Why do we live in a world with D notices where we're not allowed to find out if our politicians are paedophiles or not? Tony Blair, for instance, was charged and fined £500 for trying to elicit sex off someone in a toilet, apparently. I don't know if it's true or not, but apparently when he went to court, used his other name, his first name, some other name other than Blair, and it's hidden. There's a rather disgusting story about Gordon Brown as well, up in Aberdeen. There's a rather disgusting group of people who are the Edinburgh elite lawyers, solicitors, who've been doing this. There's people like Lord Jenner, Leon Britton. It just seems to me politics has this vein of paedophilia running through it. It's a system by which you prove your loyalty by being a sick fuck. And because you're a sick fuck, they can compromise you any time. You're put in positions of power, and then you conduct what the state needs to happen. It really does seem to me that this is something that's very, very true. This is why Donald Trump has been fighting to make sure the Epstein file doesn't come out. Fuck knows how many politicians in America, because you got to bear in mind, Jeffrey Epstein was an American Israeli Mossad agent running a honeypot operation to compromise people. They have 10,000 plus hours of these men in power raping children, raping little girls and boys. And this fucker, Jeffrey Epstein, has recordings of it all. And guess what? We're not allowed to see it. Why are we as the public not allowed to see it? Kash Patel came onto Joe Rogan. I'm not going to release those videos because I don't want to make the victims suffer again by having their videos out. Do you know what you can do, Kash Patel? You can fucking blank out the kids. I don't want to see the kids, but I do want to see the face of fucking billionaire rapists, pedophiles, politicians, anyone who has attacked a child and had their way with them because they're a lustful, disgusting, sick, degenerate fuck needs to be exposed to sunlight. This pedophilia in charge of the world needs to be put into the fucking bin. We live in a society and a world today in 2025 where pedophilia needs to be fucking punished. My personal thing is, and this is something Governor Ron DeSantis has done in Florida, if you molest a child, 12 years old and under, death sentence. Death sentence. I'd be more than happy for that to fucking happen. Because if you are willing to abuse a child who is fucking that young, you are fucking them up for the rest of their lives. You need to die. You need to fucking die. And not in a nice way either. I am so fucking hateful and angry with these fucking pedophiles and rapists that are running our country, running the world. And they are running the world. And if you think they're not, you're a fucking idiot. These guys are the fucking people that run the world. And they run the world because somehow or another, you press buttons with these motherfuckers and they do whatever they want. The latest bullshit? Guess what? Donald Trump has written a letter asking the president of Israel to forgive Benjamin Netanyahu for genocide. Fuck that. Goodbye.